Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Recipe with Mahesh. In a couple of videos we have been exploring Cloud SQL with private IP address. Let's try to make the scenario much complex today. So we exactly have the same instance which I provisioned yesterday, a Cloud SQL instance with the private IP address. And if you want to connect it, we know how to connect it. Just provision a virtual machine, make sure the network is default, and you should be able to connect it, and you should be able to do all the MySQL related stuff. That's the stuff which we have seen in couple of videos. Now let's try to make the scenario a bit tougher. The requirement is the customer or the client does not want to have this instance a external IP address. Only without that they want you to connect to the Cloud SQL instance. So first let's create that scenario. First let's disable the external IP address and see how we can connect it from our local machine, maybe using a client like putty, something like that. Let's see how we can connect. So that is the video today. For first, let's disable the external IP address and then proceed further. So click on edit, and once you click on edit, you can scroll down to the networking, click on this pen icon or pencil icon, make sure the external IP option is none, click done and click save. Once you do this, the external IP address would be removed. And once it is removed, previously, at least I guess like a few months back, when you disable an external IP address, you will not have SSH option. That was a case actually. So if I just go back, this option was getting disabled, but Google had introduced this option Cloud IPA, so using which you can connect even using the internal IP address itself. So there's a tunneling option which is happening behind the scene. So you can just SSH and still it will work. So you can just click SSH. So I have SSH into that machine, and if you just connect it using the MySQL client, since the client is already installed, how to install it I have shown that in the previous video itself. Now let's try to connect it, and demo was the password and we are successfully connected. So this should be very straightforward. Now if I just close this, and the whole requirement is you don't have access to this web console, so you just have access to Cloud SDK which is installed on your laptop. How will you connect to this MySQL instance using this virtual machine? The option is click on this drop down and you can click on view gcloud command, and you see this option tunnel through IPA. This is the option which will help you to connect. So let me copy this, close this, and let me paste that in my command prompt, and I have already installed Cloud SDK in my laptop. So if I just do this, I should be able to literally log into this virtual machine, and you see this SSH option, and without external IP address we are using SSH option and we are using tunnel through IPA. This would pop up a putty window, and once the putty is once you have logged in into the putty, and you should be able to do the regular stuff. So let's wait for that to come up. All right, you see the putty window is just popping up, and once it is done, and I should be authenticated. So I have successfully authenticated. For the better view, let me just increase the font size. So I've increased the font size, and you should be able to connect it using the same command MySQL -h, and the host IP address is this one -u root -p, and hit enter. Done. You are done. You can connect from a virtual machine which does not have external IP address. Still you will be able to connect your Cloud SQL instance which is having only private IP address. All these things is possible just because of this feature which Google announced it using this IPA Cloud IPA option, which behind the scene uses this flag tunnel through IPA. So that's the video which I wanted to share today. Hope it was helpful. Please let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video on a specific GCP concept. I'm happy to do that. Thanks for watching.